How we doing, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good night. What up, Nelson? What's up, Chris? Soldier? Ace? How we doing tonight? Hang on, let me kill this overhead light real quick. That's better. Hope y'all are doing great this evening. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Whatever you did for Black Friday. And if you're not in the States, I hope you just had a great weekend. So, I ate way too much. I spent a lot of time with family over the past few days, which was awesome. Got some good family time in. Just kind of chilled, kind of reset, kind of worked on some ARAURA stuff. And I was going to stream when I came home last night, but I worked all day yesterday. And I literally passed out when I came home on the couch. I was watching some YouTube recap stuff from some other things I'm interested in. And just passed out on the couch. So I was going to come on last night. Didn't happen. I made sure to make a priority to come on tonight, hang out, do a little gaming, do a little something, you know. So I have not checked it out yet. I actually haven't been on Discord today or really much at all yesterday, except for to make that announcement that I fell asleep instead of streaming. So I'm going to catch up. I've got a lot of Instagram and Twitter and Facebook DMs and messages and stuff, and some Discord stuff to catch up on. Probably the first part of the day tomorrow, because it was just a wild week last week. So I'm interested in getting back into making some content, some ideas I've got for some content this week. Gonna get a few ideas knocked out tonight after I get off the stream, and first part of the day tomorrow. Get some new stuff up on the channel. Gonna hit December hard. It's gonna be hard. We got the Game Awards coming. Game Awards, December. I'm excited. We're, what, 11 days away from the Game Awards? It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. And I think after the Game Awards, we're gonna see some other stuff kind of trickle out as well. So we've kind of seen some small stuff trickling out here and there, but nothing like what we're gonna see in January and February. What's up, Beck? What's up, Pete? Had a nice Thanksgiving. I did, man. I appreciate that. It was real nice. Ate way too much, which was nice though. It was nice because I'm usually watching what I eat, real conscious of what I'm putting into my body and all that kind of thing. But it was nice to just take a couple of days and just be like, you know what? I'm having some dumplings. I'm having some stuffing. I'm having some fried turkey. I'm gonna do it up. So it was nice to kind of check out for a little while. One of the things I'm hoping to maybe do this week is I'm going to start experimenting with some room layout stuff. I want to start doing videos where I'm kind of more like right in front of you, like talking to you like this. Like that is a goal of mine. But then you don't have the collection in the background, so I like having that back there. So we're going to figure some things out. I'm going to experiment with some stuff. Might even experiment on stream with stuff. I don't know. Best laid plans and all that. Kind of put that back where it goes. So, but going to be doing some stuff. I'm really excited. That is the point of Thanksgiving. It absolutely is. Excuse me. But I haven't been able to pay attention much to like gaming news, things that are happening lately, because I'm about 70% of the way through this current phase of ARAURA animation development. And I was hoping to be about 85 to 90% of the way through development at this point. So I've been really hitting it hard, trying to make sure I make my December deadlines. I've actually got a little clip. Well, it's more of a sequence that I'm going to release online tomorrow for people to check out. I'm going to put it on Patreon first, of course, but just a little something people look at to kind of see what the quality the overall quality of the backgrounds and stuff that I'm rendering. So that's been the biggest thing. Like, for those of you who've been asking about Aurora, it's been background work. Like, really making sure that the world feels alive and lived in and all that stuff. Like, I am really going hard on the backgrounds. Do I have anything? I would show you all something. I just don't think I have anything ready to show just yet. I might have a piece or two. Let me look at what I got. Some things are just being developed. They're in development. Let me look. No, I'll throw that. Let me see. Do I put that? Okay, let's see. Maybe this. Let me see. I'm gonna open this, and if I think it's worth showing, I'll I'll show it. If I think it's to a point where I can show people, then I'll show it. Let me take a look real quick. Hey, what's up, Zach? Good to see you, man. Nah, I don't think we'll see anything for Final Fantasy IX at the Video Game Awards. I definitely don't believe that's happening. Secundus, what's up? How you doing? My computer is trying to do a lot right now, so I'm trying to kind of let it process a little bit. It is not acing the processing test right now, though. Oh, Metal Gear Remake would be dope. I think that was on my short wish list of remakes to see. Oh, new control? Yeah. So, yeah, a Remedy, I think they've applied for a few different trademarks. Someone was telling me about that the other day in a conversation I was having. I don't know. I'm not the biggest like Remedy fan. Like, I really love Alan Wake. Control was just okay to me. If I'm keeping it a buck with you all, I thought Control was just kind of okay. Fun enough for what it was, but I kind of got a little bored with it. But hopefully, if they do another one, it'll hold my attention a little bit more. I would love a Shadow Moses Metal Gear Solid remake. Just redo Shadow Moses, like that whole story, that whole arc, everything within Shadow Moses. Like, give me all of that. I would take all of that. Did that not open? Oh, here we go. I was trying to get Premiere to open. Take a look at some of this. What I've been working on. Pull down. Alright, it's just not going to open. Alright, well, I've got a different problem here. Like, my projects aren't opening. All right, let me check something real quick. Well, now I kind of want to show you guys the Expedition 33 showcase appreciation, the Expedition 33 appreciation awards. I would be down with that. Oh well. Well, that's not gonna work. Okay, all for nothing. So I still got some things processing. I'll be sharing all that stuff tomorrow. So bet. What's up, Sean? Sergey, what's up? How we doing? Expedition 33 DLC at the Game Awards. Yeah, I called that a while back. Yeah, I was like, if they're going to drop Expedition 33 DLC, I would do it at the Game Awards where it's being so highly celebrated. And a lot of people were just like, no, that won't happen. They're not even close to that. It's not even close right now. And I'm like, for real? Are we sure about that? I don't know. Are we sure about that? I think that could happen. I think that could definitely happen. Man, my iTunes is all jacked up again tonight. Man, I think it's almost time for Uncle Ray to get a new Mac. All right. There we go. Much better. Much better. There we go. Cool. But yeah, I think if we get Expedition 33, what better place to announce it than at the Game Awards? And what if they shadow dropped it, like right after the show? Not only that, but what better time for new people to come on board with the games after they've won every possible award at the show? What better time? I say no better time. Have like a deal on the game. Have more people go play it. New DLC dropping. It really could be a celebration of that game. For me personally, like Expedition 33 was really the highlight of 2025. A lot of things happened in 2025. I love the Evil East Chronicles. A lot of other games that came out and have done well. But I'll tell you what, man. Clear Obscure is just, it is that game. It is that game. And who knows? I think there could be some other surprises. Big or small, and a big surprise just depends on what you're into, right? Like, if someone were to like drop a new, like, okay, let's say we're remaking the Grand Stream Saga. Nobody's going to care about that. I would love that. That would be a major announcement to me. And it goes back to what we talk about here in the community a whole lot. It's like, whatever your big thing that happened is, that's the biggest thing that happened. That's whatever your game of the year was, that was the game of the year. That was it. So I really feel like we're going to be in for some surprises at the Game Awards, and we'll see. If there aren't a couple of big surprises at the Game Awards, I will be disappointed. I'll be disappointed. And I don't like to put a lot of stock into, stuff like that. Like, oh, you have to do this, or it's going to be this, or it has to be that, or I'm going to feel this way about it. I will go as far as to say that if the Game Awards don't have a couple of big surprises and kind of hype moments, I'll be a little disappointed. I'll be disappointed. But we'll see. I mean, I think it'll be a fun night either way. Come on, hang out with you all. We're going to get the party started early, of course. But, yeah. It's been 8 months since the game came out. How long did Elden Ring wait before they put out a DLC for Elden Ring? I don't feel like there's a statute of limitations on video game DLCs. There are one's expectations, but I don't think that limits them to whatever they want. Like, I feel like as long as the game, they're still supporting it, DLC is always an option. Well, Zach, I would say caution, because I don't think you were around here last year for us at the Game Awards, but every year I tell people to use caution when going into the Game Awards, because every year we all say, I feel like this is going to be something big. I feel like this is going to be a major show. And then every year we're just kind of like, that was it. So if I get one or two really awesome announcements or surprises, that'll be cool for me. Leon doing a figure 4 on a zombie. A figure 4? Oh, because he did a suplex in Resident Evil 4. Yeah, like, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where we're at with Resident Evil 9, Requiem. I mean, I think that game's in a little bit of trouble. We talked about it a little bit on the last time we streamed, and I really think Requiem's a little bit of trouble. Just if you look at what they've done. And again, we talked about that. I don't want to cover that too much, but it is an interesting topic to cover, because I guess I don't really understand what their vision could be for, like, it seems like there was no plan for the Resident Evil 9 rollout. I mean, there was obviously no plan for it. They announced it, too much pomp and circumstance, and then they essentially did nothing with it. So it's really weird. What do you think the last game shown is going to be at the Video Game Awards? Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. I think that'll be the last world premiere. World premiere. Well, yeah, I mean, that comes with the territory of honesty, right? And fans flaming you over something, I hope not. I really hope not. I hope it's not delayed. But right now, it looks like they're in a little bit of trouble. They've admittedly themselves said, we don't really know who we're making this game for. We're just hoping Resident Evil fans enjoy it. That, that's kind of a damning statement in and of itself. I think everybody's just assuming it's going to be good. And what little bit we've been shown, if you look at it, like, objectively, there's nothing saying it's going to be great. Like, for what they've shown us so far, there's nothing in what they've shown us so far that I'm super excited about. We've seen some of Destroyed Raccoon City. We've seen some screenshots of her supposedly investigating Destroyed Raccoon City. We've got some mystery stuff, but as far as the gameplay stuff, was very boring. What they showed was very boring, and yeah, I don't know. And I've famously been on record as saying, for me, Resident Evil is best when it's cowering in a corner, counting your bullets, and hoping you got enough stuff to get past that thing in the hallway. That being said, the demo for me has looked kind of lifeless and boring, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it'll be fine. I think the game will be fine. But I've gone from being super excited about it when they announced it to just being like, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. And here's the other thing I haven't talked about, but I've thought about to myself, and I'm like, man, I hope I'm just not being cynical about this, because I try not to be. But if you don't let us explore a big chunk of Raccoon City, this is a fail. Like, if you take us back to Destroyed Raccoon City, and we can't explore at least a huge chunk of the city itself, go rummaging for survival stuff. If you can't at least do that, and you're gonna put us back in there, then what's even the point of putting us back in there? So I hope, I really hope that I hope it's a premium curated experience for Resident Evil fans. To steal a line from those snake oil salesmen at Xbox. But yeah, so we'll see. I really hope that exploration's a big part of it, because taking you back to a iconic location like Raccoon City and then just pissing it away just because I think that would be a miss. And Resident Evil 9 is an important game in the franchise too, because they want this to be a pivot point for the future of the franchise. It's going to be a pivot point away from Raccoon City, away from the classic characters, away from all that stuff, and setting the stage for new stuff. Thus the title Resident Evil Requiem. If they're going to do that, this has to be a strong pivot. And it has to be great. Because if it's not great, everybody's just going to be like, and again, I talked about this the other night, everybody's just going to continually be like with new Resident Evil games, man, it's just not as good as the old Resident Evil. Man, it just doesn't feel like Resident Evil anymore. Oh man, these characters just aren't as good as the old Resident Evil characters. And some of that could be nostalgia, but some of that could be truth. Just because people say things like that. Like, I hear that a lot these days. Oh, these people just aren't open-minded to new characters, like in Assassin's Creed, like when it went from Ezio to Connor to the newer characters, especially in Valhalla. Like, a lot of people, when it got to Valhalla, the Assassin's Creed with the Vikings, like, people just weren't feeling that character, and they're like, oh, they're just not open-minded new characters. Like, well, no, sometimes the characters just aren't as good. I hope Resident Evil doesn't fall into that ditch here. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. They keep on saying it's like RE2, which has a feel like Rev 1 to me. I don't know what this Rev 1 you keep talking about is. I have no idea what that is. Which is coincidentally another game Nakanishi worked on that is keeping me going. I've seen that game mentioned, but I've never played it. I've never seen it. I've never anythinged it. So, but again, there's a lot of games I haven't played or haven't seen. But yeah, they keep saying it's like Resident Evil 2. Man, I doubt that. I doubt that, because to be like Resident Evil 2, what do they mean by that? Like the stakes of Resident Evil 2, like it's such a perfect horror game. It's such a perfect horror story, Resident Evil 2 is. Because you think you're going in for one thing, and then the whole city goes to hell. I think the plot of this game is going to be different. Revelations 1, thank you. Okay, Revelations 1. There's a game out there called Rev something, and I don't know what it is. I've seen people talk about it. It's an older game. But you're talking about Revelations. Okay. We're back on board. I know what you're talking about now. I'm sorry. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is its own kind of beast as far as like narrative and plot and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think this is going to feel anything like Resident Evil 2. I definitely don't. The fact that it's in Raccoon City, maybe it harkens, it like conjures up thoughts of Resident Evil 2. But I don't think the story is going to feel like Resident Evil 2. You know what I mean? So, any chance we get some Code Veronica footage? Nah, not yet. Not yet. Because I think Resident Evil 0 is coming before Code Veronica. At least that's kind of what I'm hearing. So, but they're going to get through Requiem. And I hope Requiem's good. Like, another thing with these Resident Evil games they did the, what was the DLC for Resident Evil Village? I forget. Like something like Shadows of Rose, or like, I can't remember exactly what it was called. But these newer Resident Evil games, they really lend themselves to some story DLC. Like meaningful DLC. Nah, you're fine, Zach. I should have known that's what you meant. They lend themselves to like story DLC. I hope Resident Evil Requiem kind of moves in on that a little bit, so that we can maybe get some more story stuff with Resident Evil 9. But we'll see. Again, it's a let's wait and see kind of thing, because man, I just want this to be good. I just want it to be good, man. You know, I don't want this thing to flop. But again, it could be a situation too where, you know, the whole world's going to love this game, and then maybe I just don't like it. Like, I don't know anyone that doesn't love Resident Evil 7. I don't like Resident Evil 7. I just don't. It feels like it's a nice horror game. It's a nice horror game. But it doesn't feel like Resident Evil to me. And I'm not going to cover that ground again. We've been through that. But that's just my take and my thoughts on it. But we'll see. I think we're definitely going to see Final Fantasy VII Remake 3 at the Game Awards. I think we're going to get a title reveal. I think we're going to get a lot of... You know what? Hang on a second. Here, let me do something. Oop. Okay. Try to turn off a few Wi-Fi items that I have rolling right now. See if that helps my choppiness. Sometimes my Mac switches over to Wi-Fi from hardline, and that affects my signal. But yeah, I think we will see Final Fantasy VII Remake 3. I don't know that for a fact. I haven't talked to anyone or anything like that, but I feel like this would be a great time to show it. But what are some other like really, really good surprises? Some really nice surprises we're waiting to see. Because me, for one, I would love a new Mega Man. I love Devil May Cry 1 remake. A release window? Ooh, that would be wild. That would be wild. Now, if they were to just say like 2027, I think that alone would be enough to pop the audience. I think them just coming out and giving the title, and then showing, like after the title, music swells, another shot of something happening, maybe Cloud fighting Safer Sephiroth, just a quick glimpse would be nuts, right? How bonkers would that be? And then it just cuts to hard black, and just says 2027 on it. That would be enough to pop the audience. And dude, like, you talk about Sega, like thinking about Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, really makes me think back to Dreamcast. And dude, like, I would love to see a new Berserk video game. I know we just got one on PS4, the Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. It was okay. Wasn't great, it was okay. And I know we've got the Souls-like games, which are just Berserk. I mean, they're just Berserk. But I want like an official Berserk game, man. It's time. It's time. Like a high-end official Berserk game. They've shown, I'm pretty sure they've shown stuff for some of those Sega classics, like Golden Axe. But dude, here's the thing. They haven't shown anything for Altered Beast. Altered Beast could be amazing. You could say the Altered Beast was kind of ahead of its time. Like, I would love to see Altered Beast, Comic Zone. I know it's not like a Sega only title, but Earthworm Jim. I mean, there's so many games you could just go back and do now, especially with what they're doing with 2D HD, like platformers and Metroidvanias. There's so much you could do now. There's limitless almost what they can make with what types of games they can make with that stuff. Current gen graphics. Last Soldier, thank you. I wasn't getting to it yet, but it was one I wanted to get to. New Castlevania. That would be my top shadow drop. We got first Berserker this year. Oh, yeah, but I'm talking about Berserk. Like the anime Berserk. The real Berserk. The Berserk. Gatsu. I don't think we're far enough removed from that one God of War to get a new one yet. That's just how I feel about that. What up, Silo? You've never seen Berserk? Dude. Even if you don't like anime, which is fine, I understand. But if you just love like dark fantasy, like Berserk is up there. It's like one of the greatest dark fantasies of all time. But yeah, check out Berserk, man. Do yourself a favor, check out Berserk. Check out the 97 anime. It's so good. It's so good, man. And yeah. But yeah, I want a new Berserk game. That's what I want. But also, new Castlevania I think is happening. And I want it to be a HD 2D Metroidvania. Just take it back. Just take it back to what made it great. And go from there. I'm really excited to see kind of what surprises we have in store. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 stuff is going to be there. Resident Evil 9, I hope, is there with something. It'll be weird if it's not. But we've also got Onimusha, Way of the Sword, coming. So I get a feeling that the closer we get to that, I think Capcom's going to go all in on that. Now, Resident Evil 9 is closer, right? I think, Onimusha... Do we have a release date for Onimusha yet? I don't think we do. But if I had to guess, I'd say fall of next year. If they had an Outlaw Star video game, I would want that to be an MMORPG. I would want Outlaw Star. That would feel good as an MMORPG. taking different jobs and stuff like that. And the different variety of villains and antagonistic forces within Outlaw Star. You've got the Space Forces, you've got other outlaws, you've got other bounty hunters, and of course you got the K pirates. You've got all these different antagonistic forces in the universe with your ragtag band of outlaws. I mean, that's Outlaw Star. Oh, don't get me started on Outlaw Star. Oh man, Outlaw Star is just beyond good. It's one of the GOATs. It's one of the greats. Cowboy Bebop would be amazing. Trigun would be great. There was a fan game that some people were trying to make about 15 years ago for Trigun, and it just never, I don't think it really got off the ground. It's called the Planet Gunsmoke, I think that's what it was called. And I saw some of the preliminary stuff for it when they were doing it, and it was just kind of rough. And I don't think it ever got out of the area of just being a rough game. Now, I think that if an indie were to try to do a Trigun game now, I think they could really kill it. I think they'd really knock it out of the park. But also, you've got licensing issues and stuff now. Stuff that people just overlooked 15, 20 years ago. Didn't care about it, as far as fans making games. Now you've got companies, they'll step in and they'll shut down fan-made games. So it'd be kind of hard to get that off the ground now. Well, I knew Pragmata didn't have a release date, but they're planning something for that. I think they're planning something for that after the first of the year. Like a big kind of showcase. Probably with a release date, so stay tuned for that. I think what I heard for that was sometime in February. And I don't think that's breaking news. Maybe it is. I don't know. But what I heard was they're planning something for Pragmata in February. We'll see if it's a release date announcement or if it's some kind of like showcase or whatever. But you know what would really kill? I don't think we're going to get it just because Xbox is such a mess right now and they have no idea what their fans want or what gaming fans want in general. But Elder Scrolls 6. What if they show off Elder Scrolls 6 at the Game Awards? That would be crazy. That would be one where that would be a stand up and cheer kind of announcement. But then it would be a stand up and cheer announcement that once it settles in on you that, oh wait, Xbox owns this, it would just kind of fizzle out. Because I was excited for Fable. When they announced Fable a couple years ago. What was it, 3 years ago now? They announced Fable. Still no Fable. Still no nothing. Not even a shot, a screenshot, nothing. Nothing at all. Elder Scrolls 6, they showed that shot of Cyrodiil. I think it was Cyrodiil. Flashed the title up on the screen, crowd popped, then nothing for years and years and years and years. So, I don't know. I think that would be another big one they could do. Dude, Nintendo needs to make a new Kid Icarus game. Nintendo need to do a new Kid Icarus game, and maybe some kind of new IP. Maybe some kind of new IP drops at the Game Awards. I don't know. I want some new stuff to get excited about. Like, we're excited about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Part 3 to finish up the story. But we're excited about it in theory. Like, we're excited about it because we know it's coming. We haven't seen anything, though. Like, we don't know anything. All we know is that it's coming. Fallout 3 remake before Elder Scrolls 6. You're probably right. You're probably right about that. They're not going to show Fable because it is dead. Like, that game is so dead. It's like they've reanimated the corpse and shot it again. Like, that's how dead that game is. Like, it came back as a zombie. They took it down. And Jason Voorheesed again, and it took it down one more time. That's how dead Fable is. And I guess I'm just over Fable. At this point, like, Fable to me lives on as a memory of how good Fable 2 was. That's really what it is for me at this point. With Fable, it is nostalgia. Like, I say all the time, hey, nostalgia, it's not the dirty word people make it out to be sometimes. People love a thing because it's just great. Fable 1's okay, Fable 2's great, Fable 3 sucked. My hype for Fable comes from the promise of what could have been after, based on Fable 2's greatness. That's it. And I think I'm ready to let Fable go. I think that's where I'm at with Xbox and its various titles. I'm not ready to let Elder Scrolls go. I'm not ready to say, Elder Scrolls, we had a good run. It's not you, it's me. I just want to move on to other things. I'm not ready to do that with Elder Scrolls yet. I'm ready to do that with Fable. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let go of Fable. Because I just don't think... Like, when Xbox started buying up all these companies, all these studios, and they bought Bethesda, and then they bought all these other companies. Now, Fable's always been an Xbox exclusive. It's always been an Xbox game. But when they started buying up, like, Bethesda and other studios, they bought Activision and all this other... Like, I didn't think this was going to be anything good. And largely it's not been. But for them to take one of the most beloved RPG studios in the world in Bethesda and Xbox it, like, Xbox for me, it's like they just buy coveted studios that have coveted franchises, and Xbox to me has just become put it in a box and mark an X on it, and the red X means do not open ever again. Xbox is literally putting their developers and their titles in a box, putting an X on it, and putting it on the shelf. That's it. It's super unfortunate that this is where we're at, because there's so much greatness that should have been coming out of these studios that we'll never see. We're never, ever going to see it. Never going to see it. Yeah, like that. Starfield was... I couldn't believe how disappointing that game was. Like, oh, we got all these planets you can go to. There's nothing there. That's always my problem with Star Wars. Like, everybody's like, George Lucas, this imagination, he created all these different planets. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I love George Lucas, don't get me wrong. Thank you for the Jedi and all that kind of stuff. But as far as, like, all these different planets, you've got... Every planet has, like, the same terrain. It's like... You've got your ocean planet, you've got your desert planets, you've got your forest planets, you've got your city planets, you've got... That's not super imaginative, And it's the same thing with Starfield. It felt like a whole lot of that, Man, you all are making great... I'm just reading your points right now. You all are making great points. Peter Molyneux, that's another one. Todd Howard, of course, at Bethesda. It's like... One of the things when you've got billion-dollar companies is, like, sometimes you have to come out and talk about these things that are being worked on. But then what that does, that paints a target on your chest, because it's like... Well, now the social media knows who to throw the tomatoes at online, because you have a face. You have put yourself out there. That was part of your job as the company, is to put yourself out there to talk about these things. So when they fall flat, it's like you become the fall guy for it. But to be honest, with the way Xbox's business structure is and the way they manage slash don't manage their studios, like I feel like Xbox just kind of tries to move in to studio manage, to micromanage when things are just on fire. And I appreciate that, letting them try to figure their own stuff out. But when you buy a studio, you need to bring that studio in, and you need to have a plan for the structure and how business structure is going to work, how the hierarchy is going to work, the management structure is going to work, everything. I feel like they just move these studios in. Like, look, we put an Xbox sticker on this studio now. It has an Xbox sticker on it. It is ours. But then they don't try to set these places up for success. They just have like almost unlimited money for them to play around with, but there's no structure. And when you bring in a business and you're fathering a company, there needs to be a structure. And none of these companies have that. So yeah, they get all this money from Xbox to develop and everything and get to play in their own sandbox, but at the end of the day, there's no plan for these things. They'll just throw announcements out there. Hey, whip us up a trailer for this. Make us an announcement for this. We want to go ahead and announce it. Oh, we're just starting. We're 5 years away from showing anything. It's fine. Let us make an announcement for it. Okay, and a lot of times that's what happens. But it is, I mean, we're how far removed from all these announcements and stuff now, and we've never seen anything. It's a good point, Zach. It's a good point. I don't know, man. Like, I get real disappointed and sad, really, when I think about all the great times I had with Bethesda games. And I wasn't even the biggest Fallout fan, but I played the hell out of Fallout 4. I mean, Fallout 3. I played the hell out of Fallout 3. Loved that game. God, I played that game so much. I put hundreds of hours on that game trying to find everything I could find. Middle of the day, while I had a roommate. I wasn't married or anything yet, but middle of the day, before I go to work, come home from work, play it till the sun came up, fall asleep for 6 hours, get up on my day off, play it all day on my day off. I mean, that was Fallout 3 and Elder Scrolls Oblivion for me. And Bethesda has all these great titles, and I have so many great memories with these titles. And to know they've just been Xboxed. They've been X'd. They've been X'd out. It drives me crazy. Because there's no getting out. There's no getting out for these companies. And it sucks. It really sucks, because I feel like Bethesda would have been better off on their own. They would have been better off on their own. I don't know what happens behind the doors at Xbox whenever they become a studio and they get absorbed by Xbox, but apparently it's not good. And it's like Cell just shows up and absorbs you, and you're supposed to be part of this better, bigger behemoth. And really, nothing changes. It's funny that Xbox and Cell are the same color scheme from Dragon Ball Z. He shows up, he's like, I'm going to absorb your company, Todd Howard. Ugh. But he never levels up to the next version of Cell. He's still perfect Cell, running around eating people. He never ascends. He just stays that guy. That's Xbox. That's Xbox right now. This drives me crazy. Oh yeah, the what was the name of the station? It was all that 50s bubblegum pop music that they would play on there. Yeah. That's not even my best Cell voice. If my throat wasn't tired from talking all night at work right now, and I didn't have I bit my tongue, so I'm doing this weird slur, like slurring kind of thing right now, because the side of my tongue is just swelled up. I just bit the hell out of it like yesterday, and now it's like it's hard to describe. My tongue swelled up a little bit on the side, so I'm doing this weird like speech slurring hissing thing. But yeah, I can do a Killer Cell. I can do a pretty good Vegeta. I can do a bunch of. That's one thing in my arsenal is I can do a lot of impressions, man. I'm not gonna do them tonight because it doesn't sound good. But yeah, like I can do. Like if I hear a voice like in a show or something, I can roll it around for about 2 or 3 minutes. And I can pump out a pretty good version of that voice. But yeah, like I don't know. We came down the road on the Xbox stuff. I wish at some point Bethesda could go to Xbox and be like, we just kind of want out. If we could, if you would please, we'll pay you back once we get to release a game and it makes shit tons of money. We will pay you back what you paid for us. Like, they can't get out of the mud. Like, none of these companies that get bought by Xbox can ever get out of the mud. And it just, I don't know what it is. Are we not giving them enough time? I don't know. Because it's been, God, when did Bethesda get bought by Xbox? I'm going to look that up real quick. I want to say it was 2021. When did Bethesda get bought by him? September 2020, and the deal closed on March 9th, 2021. Yes, okay. Yeah, so it was 2021, and it was $7.5 billion at the time. I remember because I was like, wow, I didn't realize Bethesda was worth that much. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, and why things are just taking so long. And at some point, it's just like, man, just put out a game and have it be fun. You know, can we do that? If you could do something on par with Oblivion, Skyrim, like I still like Oblivion better than Skyrim to this day. But there were things in Skyrim that were better than Oblivion. So I mean, I hope they're just putting their best foot forward and trying to make the best game possible. Maybe that's why it's taken so long. But I don't know. We'll see. What's up, little Ray? How we doing? Big Ray. I see what you did there. I'm going to grab me a drink and I'll be right back. Alright. Back. Yeah. Oblivion Remastered was a thing. Yeah. I'm not really sure how much of it they worked on themselves. Probably quite a bit, but I'm not really... Didn't they outsource part of that? Which is not even that big of a deal if they did or didn't. But so I'm trying to figure out... Well, we'll figure that out another time. I want to play some games. I am going to play some more Lunar tonight. Boom. So I was having a good time with it the other night. Continue. I'm just so... I guess I'm just so stuck on the taste of Diet Coke myself. It's, I don't know. It's an acquired thing. I drink Coke Zero sometimes, especially in drive-thrus when they give it to me, like, on accident or by mistake or whatever, and I'm just, I'm not one to complain. I'll drink it, whatever. But it's not my preferred taste. I guess I haven't drank it enough to get used to it. Let's see. Where are we with levels? You know what? I think we're just going to progress the story. Time to progress the story. Get some of our characters back. That's a weird spot there. Yep. Okay, let's do this. Have you noticed people are already treating Expedition 33 like something that is too popular, and it's cool to hate on it or be a contrarian to its success, mass appeal? Yeah, those are called hipsters. Hipsters have been around since the days of yore. Often they come out of the woodwork when something is a zeitgeist of its generation, or a launching point for other cultural phenoms, such as Expedition 33 is. An undeniable achievement in the realm of gaming, recognized across all fandoms and cultures and different people who are into different types of things. So naturally, yes, the wayward hipsters start crawling out from the cracks in the ground and the cracks in the wood and slithering down the trees, the dark forests. Out come the hipsters to start hating on the game. Don't listen to those fools. This game is incredible. And it's one of the greatest video games ever made. Period. If anybody tries to tell you otherwise, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Period. You can just end the conversation with them at that point. Can you all hear the game? Let me know. I can turn it up a little bit if I need. It's actually not super loud on my end, so I'm going to try to pull that up just a little bit. There we go. Have you yet visited our magic library? I think it's even more magnificent than the guild. Maybe they have some books about dragons, Alex. Let's take a look. No mere human is allowed to enter Althena's tower and gaze upon the goddess herself. That honor, I almost said horror. That honor is reserved exclusively for the Dragon Master. Welcome to the Guild Library. We have books on every aspect of magic and every subject known to mankind. Unfortunately, with all the new volumes we've received, it's hard to keep track of them all. Do you children need work? I'm always looking for alphabetizers. I bet they have all kinds of neat stuff in here, Alex. But where do we start? With the blonde guy in the corner. Wasn't this guy in the Akatsuki? The bombs in his hand? Alright, well, the library was very educational. 'Twas not. 'Twas not. Hey kids, see the crystal tower over there? I hear the Magic Guild holds secret rituals inside it. Cool, huh? The other building is the Silver Spire. No one seems to know what it's for, except the highest ranking members of the guild. Spooky, huh? These are good character sprites up here. These are very different from the rest of the game. Welcome to Vane. This magnificent structure is the Magic Guild. The guild is the heart of the magical force that binds all of Vane's people together. There we go. Move it, get out of the way. I overslept again. If I'm late to one more class, I'll be held back a year. Sounds like me. Always sleeping in, always late. Hello, Alex. I'm glad you finally made it. What do you think of Vane? Breathtaking, isn't it? Galleon is occupied at the moment, so I'll escort you to the parlor. Actually, we'd rather look around the Magic Guild, wouldn't we, Alex? Actually, yes. All right then, suit yourselves. Luna, would you also care to wander the guild's halls? Perhaps later, but right now, sitting down and getting off my feet sounds wonderful. Then I'll just have to give you a private tour of the Magic Guild sometime, Luna. This is the shower room. Alex, come on upstairs whenever you're ready to meet with Galleon. Alex, this place is huge. I hope we don't get lost. And cutscene. I'll come for you when Galleon is ready. If you need anything in the meantime, Luna, just let me know, girl. Thank you, Nash. I will. Nash, big sexy. Have you seen this Dead Rising new game leaked? If it is happening like I read, that would really excite me. I have not seen it, Rain. that song. It's Alex? It's Dave Mustaine. All right, here we go. Oh my god. I love this era of anime so much. Character designs, the artwork. Hell yeah, man. You play beautifully, sir. But may I ask how you came to learn that melody? Dine composed that melody when he was a boy, before he became the Dragon Master. Dragon Master Dine wrote that? Alex never told me. Why am I always the last person to know these things? Now, I'm certain this Alex probably was just unaware of the piece. No need to get unnecessarily upset. It doesn't become you. You must be a new student here at the guild, and quite a fetching one at that. What? Oh no, I don't have any magical abilities. I've traveled here with Alex. He's on a quest to become the Dragon Master. We already met Quark, the White Dragon. And we're here to learn the locations of the other three. What about you? Perhaps you're on a quest of your own. I'll save the crude jokes for myself. You may not even realize you're searching for what you're searching for. At least, not yet. Come here. I'll show you what you're searching for. Oh, no, I'm not. Come here, girl. Wait, the dream. I keep having the same dream, but it doesn't quite feel like a dream. It doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to ramble on with someone I just met. Don't apologize. Everyone wants to understand themselves and to know who they are. But not everyone is prepared for what they ultimately discover. Are you prepared for your journey of discovery? I need an adult. I think I need to sit down. I feel weak. Oh, I feel weak. He left her longing. Where should we go first, Alex? Oh, not there. Settle down, children. I have to take attendance. Excuse me, you must be looking for another classroom. Well, you certainly aren't properly dressed for school. What? You aren't students? Then why are you interrupting me and disrupting my class? Bet the teacher is so evil that her students bring her puppies to eat instead of apples. Oh my god. Back off, children. The Silver Spire is off limits until further notice. Fine, asshole. Be that way. This is the dungeon of the guild. It used to be reserved for nefarious criminals whose reckless behavior had endangered the people of Vane. But in recent days it has become populated with people whose crimes are dubious at best. What can I do? If I protest, I'll be thrown into jail along with the rest of them. Well, let's go check out this riffraff. Nothing there. No.
Who's there? I can't attend the magic school today. I'm not feeling well. You'll have to forgive me. I mistook you for one of my mother's messengers. My name is Mia. Mia Elsa. May I ask your name?
Oh, I hope I haven't asked you anything too personal. It's just that it's been so long since I met someone who wasn't in the guild, and you did walk into my bedroom. So hopefully you'll forgive my curiosity. I'm Nall. This is Alex. Sorry about barging in. We came here to talk about Galleon. To Galleon. Who's going to tell us where to find the dragons? He couldn't talk to us right away, so we decided to explore the guild. And that's when we found you. You're looking for the dragons? How exciting! It is. But we've only found the white dragon so far. Hey, why don't you come along with us? I know you'd have a lot of fun. Adventure? Me? No. I'm just a little girl trapped in her bedroom. I can't abscond with you all. You'd be charged with kidnapping. And serve 7 to 10 in the Vain Dungeons. I'm sorry, it's not permitted. I'm afraid. You can't? Well, I had to ask. I mean, what adventurers wouldn't want a beautiful girl by their side? Tee-hee, thank you, Nall. I'm flattered. Wow, you're even cuter with a smile on your face. Isn't she, Alex? Tee-hee, oh, stop it. Hey, hey, hey! What are you doing in here? How dare you enter Mia's room without permission? Who do you think she is? You're not allowed to speak to her, much less violate the sanctity of her bedchamber. Ooh, they violated the bedchamber. Mia is the daughter of Lemia and the future leader of the Magic Guild. Nash, these people aren't. I apologize for this, Mia. I should never have let these Slavanty hicks wander around the guild unsupervised. I take full responsibility for this invasion of your privacy, and I beg your forgiveness. Nash, will you please? Galleon will see you now. Come, quickly. Bye, Mia. Take care. Do I have to spell it out for you, too? Quickly. Goodbye. Where are you, Galleon? Where'd you go? Can't go in there. Can't go in there. Nothing doing here. Alex, where were you? Galleon's been waiting for several minutes. They wandered into places where they most definitely should not have been, Luna. We made friends with a girl named Mia. We'll introduce you to her if you like. Of course, Nall. You know I love meeting new people. I met this strange guy who was hitting on me in the garden. He was very forward. wanted me to discover something. Why don't you people focus your attention on the business at hand? You've been granted an audience with Galleon, the great sage of the Magic Guild. Why don't you meet him first? Master Galleon, these are the adventurers I mentioned to you earlier. Alex, Luna, and Null. It's him! It's him! This asshole.
Welcome to the Magic Guild.
Weren't you just playing a guitar out there?
He's Galleon. Nash has told me of the trials you've overcome. Your help was crucial to his return. You have my thanks.
Nash also has said you seek to become the next Dragon Master, boy. Looking at your frail form, I frankly cannot imagine it. Asshole. What do you mean? Alex is more than strong enough. But I can sense the magical ability lurking within you, and within Luna as well. Why don't you give up your misguided quest for the dragons? You are far better suited to taking up the study of magic here at the guild. It might not be as exciting as roaming the land, but you shall certainly live longer. Study magic. It's a kind offer, Galleon, but I haven't spent my life dreaming of being a student. I've dreamt of being the next Dragon Master, and now I can realize those dreams. You certainly seem to have made up your mind. I applaud your determination. But I've heard rumors that a Dragon Master has already been born in the town of Lan. I'd like you to investigate this Dragon Master for me and determine his legitimacy, or lack thereof. My steward will tell you the rest. Nash, you will go with Alex. Assist him in any way you can. Yes, Master Galleon. When we met before, why didn't you tell me who you were? Because I was shredding by the pond, girl. Living out my rock and roll dreams. There was no need, Luna. Besides, it was a pleasure to speak to someone with an appreciation for my music. Someday, perhaps, you will allow me to hear yours. Man, he is hot for Luna. The guild has heard reports from Lan of a man claiming to be the Dragon Master. There have also been conflicting reports that the man possesses one of the dragons. Galleon requests that you travel to Lan with Nash to see if this man is who he claims to be. The civilians of this city take the magic core for granted, yada yada yada. It is a thankless job. Go over her. Go down her. Go in yonder her. I'm told you're departing to Lan to look into what could be a Dragon Master. I could spare you the danger and tell you what will happen on your journey. Don't you get it? Lice, we don't believe in your fake fortune telling. Royce, you stupid feline. I see much pain in your future if you don't start getting it right. See, what character or more than one being added to Fortnite would give you instant interest? I don't know. I'm just not big on Fortnite and games like it. I don't know. Maybe Mega Man. I just don't think I would play it. I don't think I'd be into it at all. I mean, I have played Fortnite. It's just not for me. It's an ADHD nightmare. That's just, I don't know. It just didn't hold my interest at all. I was playing with a couple of friends, and they're like, "What'd you think?" And I was like, I don't care for it. Oh, I've heard of you, Nash. Aren't you working for Galleon now? How nice that a boy 1/3 my age has a job with the most important man in Vane. No, really, I'm proud of you. Now get the fuck out of my class. Thank you, sir. I'll pass along your regards to the master. That did not seem genuine. All right. On to land. We must go to land and find out about the lanyards. Oh, wait, no, we already did that. That's how we got up here. What is this? Oh, this is the item shop, I think. Oh, yeah. Just the item shop. I don't think it's the town on the other side of this. It might be, though.
Check this out.
Dream Cane.
Check this out.
Check this out.
Check this out.
I love Soul Calibur. So what do you think, Rain? What do you think of the game?
Check this out.
I'm gonna put out my Expedition 33 review finally at the end of this week. I was trying to edit down my initial review because my initial review was like a 2.5 hour live stream, but I'm gonna edit it down to some newer kind of thoughts and stuff this week and put it out.
Check this out.
That is a wrap. Gonna wipe the whole board. The first time it backed out, and I got some thoughts on Clear Obscure that I came to a conclusion on this week as I was kind of just playing through it a little bit. I'm always finding things. I'm always finding little things in that game, like that help tell the story, that are core to the themes of the story. Little things they add in there that they've put in, and this, man, it's breathtaking.
Check this out.
I would definitely say Verso is much more cooler and interesting than Gustav. But Gustav is like the older brother who's not going to get into trouble. Like, Verso is... That's something that's more appealing to the much younger, I think. Is that Verso is more exciting and edgy and stuff, but Gustav is the friend who will keep you alive. Verso's the friend who's going to take you to the biggest party in town. But Gustav is the friend that will make sure everybody gets home from the party. That's what I liked about him. We come on behalf of the Magic Guild, sir. We have been ordered to travel to land by Galleon himself. Let us pass. Oh man, we don't want to get mixed up with the guild. Go on through, quickly. Land is west of here, and this place is teeming with the criminal element. So I suggest we pass through here as quickly as possible. Now we're going to pick a fight with everybody. Come on, Jess. What'd I do? Give me another chance. Come on. Did you hear that? Please tell me I'm not going crazy. You're not crazy. Our boss is just drunk out of his mind and screaming himself hoarse again. I love the man, but he can be a huge pain in the butt sometimes. How lovely. Can we go now? Land isn't getting any closer. Hey dude, what brings you to the barrier? Oh, an adventure, huh? Cool, man. If you head south from here, you'll enter the Marius zone, but it's totally overrun with monsters. Word of the wise, avoid. Oh. Cool. Had let the cat out. Can I go that way? Listen up, boy. I don't care if you were sent here by the goddess herself. I don't care if you were bringing milk and cookies to my own dear mother. Nobody gets through this gate without Kyle's permission. Alas, I think the man is drunk off his arse at the moment. Can we talk to him anyway? We're really in a hurry. Last I saw of him, beastie, he was thoroughly enjoying a glass of our finest brew in the North Tower. Whoop. Oh, it's a cool shot. Suppose you kids notice that the guards working here are thieves, but they're good people despite that. I hire them as bodyguards when I travel into the Marius zone to sell my patented extra strength piles salve. I guess it makes sense in a strange way, hiring the guards, I mean. All right. Gaijin. So, one of the things I was noticing, let me see if I can find the music actually here real quick. I'm going to cut back for a moment and just talk to you all. So, it is, I don't think it's the Lumiere track. I think it is, let me look. It might be. It's from the Expedition 33 soundtrack. And it's one of the overworld themes. I think it's the main overworld theme. Let me look here real quick. No, it's not that. Yeah, it's definitely not that one. I think it was okay. So let me look. Maybe. Not that one. Not that. Of course not that. That's a damn good one. It's not that one either. Trying to find one particular track. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. So I was playing the game, and of course I'm back before I beat the game. It's an earlier load or whatever. I was playing and I was like, man, the overworld music is so like somber and sad, and it really just puts you into the moment. And it hit me. I was like, it's because this is Verso's canvas. And like, when you're at this point in the game, you don't know this yet. But he is sad. Like, the music and everything is so somber and somber feeling, and the artwork and the music and all work together to paint this picture of someone who is like broken and sad and incomplete and vacant and hollow in many ways. And like, even the music kind of tells you what's going on. Like, this Verso, the child version, his soul that you see painting at the end, that the Verso you're controlling comes to say, hey, it's okay, you can stop now. Well, let's leave together. Let's die together. You know, we're going to pull the plug on ourselves. This music really paints that picture, and it hit me. It was so powerful. It hit me. I was playing it. I was like, oh my God, this is Verso's soul. Like, you're hearing the music as the player, of course, when the characters in the game aren't hearing this overworld music. But you, as the player, as the person enjoying and taking in this tale, are getting this music because that is his soul speaking through the OST. Like, it is sad. Like, everything in this world you're in is sad and hollow and incomplete and like slowly being destroyed or slowly decaying, you know? And it's like, it's so good, it's haunting. Like, it's so good, it's haunting. And I just never have enough praise for this game. Even when I think that, you know, I've kind of figured out the themes of the game and what they're trying to say in this, what they're trying to say in that, I find new things. Like this little bit. Like, all the time, I'm still finding new things. And I'm like, the level to which this was thought out, you only usually find when you're in creator brainstorming sessions. And I have had lots of creator brainstorming sessions with other fellow creators where we just talk on a chat, or we talk on Discord, or we talk in person over lunch or whatever about our ideas. And they're always so well fleshed out and well thought out. Every creator has their well fleshed out thought out ideas, but be able to execute them. Like, you rarely see them executed in a way that this game is executed. This game is just something else entirely. Like, it's not even fair to hold other games to this standard, because there's too much bureaucracy in the way in different studios, and politics at different studios and whatnot, and business decisions and all that kind of stuff. Rarely, never do you get something like this. And it is just exciting. It's an exciting time. I'm glad this game is kind of getting its flowers. I'm glad this game is getting the recognition that it so richly deserves. When I was playing and she hits those little notes, I put my controller down and I went, it almost feels like it's like the real Verso, like his soul kind of like crying out to the player. You don't know it yet. Like, you don't know, like this part, like, you don't know it yet, but that's what it feels like, knowing how it ends. Like, once you go back and play it, you know how it ends. You're playing through different parts and stuff. Like, it is mesmerizing how good all this is. The music, with the art, with the story, with the gameplay, with the characters, the way the characters are fleshed out, the way their dialogue is written. Like, it's so real. And I almost feel like we're never going to get something like this ever again. Like, I caution myself to not think that way, because hopefully this is just opening the door for more games like this. But look, I don't think this is just the first in many just incredible indie games are going to get like this. I think this is still a once-in-a-lifetime game, and we are all really fortunate to be here in this moment when this amazing piece of art is coming out. It's really something else. It's just absolutely incredible. What made Final Fantasy VII hit home more with me? Well, Chrono Trigger was an adventure for like a little 13-year-old Ray to enjoy and just have fun with the summer that I was playing it and all that kind of stuff. Final Fantasy VII hit home more for me because of what was happening with Cloud. Like, he didn't know who he was. He was trying to put his head down and just push through and be the hero and be what he thought he was supposed to be and be something big for everybody in his life. And that all came kind of crumbling down. You know, the character beats of Final Fantasy VII for me are really what made it hit home. So, short version, that was why it hit home so much harder for me. In many ways, it's why Clair Obscur, you can see Clair Obscur giving love to all these different games and movies and works of literature and things that came before it, right? A lot of Final Fantasy X, 7, and Love, and a lot of other games are in there. But yeah, like this, I'm really excited about the Game Awards this year, because it really is just going to be a celebration of this game. Like the year in gaming itself, but I mean, And again, you know, I keep it real with you all. I don't like to overhype things. I don't like to just gush about things because I feel like I have to keep it real. I feel like that's what people kind of know me for. I keep it real. I'll tell you if something's crap. I'll tell you if something's not as good as people are saying it is. In my opinion, everybody's got their own opinion, and my opinion is not the end all be all. But I feel like people hold me to that standard. That's a standard I need to hit. It's just a standard I hold myself to, is to make sure I'm not just gushing over one thing in particular. This game warrants it. I mean, it really does. This game, it really is that good. And I think if anybody out there is just hating on it, then they don't understand storytelling. They just don't. Like, it's one thing to say that, you know, well, certain stories aren't for everyone, and I get that. I am one of those guys, like you love Final Fantasy VIII. I don't. I say, what do I say? It's not for me. It's not my thing. You like Kingdom Hearts? I don't. It's not for me. It's not for me. If someone tells you this game sucks or is not as great as people are making it out to be, they don't understand storytelling, and they don't understand what makes a good story. So if you're into storytelling, you're into good writing, you're into character work, don't listen to those people. Just don't do it, because they're going to steer you wrong with that talk. And a lot of those people are trying to create, like, just trying to go against the grain, right? They're trying to be that person, that edgelord that comes out and says, "Oh man, no, this is not an edgy take. This is just the way it is, son." No, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just trying to spin you on a take. That's it. Don't listen to that. Or they really believe that, and you really shouldn't listen to them. You hate playing through it. Realistic. Well, when you say realistic, exciting expectation, I know what you mean by that. I'm just trying to, like, as far as the things we know we're getting right now and what to be excited about, then yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just really hopeful that we're going to get some surprises. Because for me right now, like, it's Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, Resident Evil 9, Requiem, of the things that we know we're getting. There are lots of things that we're rumored to get, like... Come on in. Come on. You can do it. Open that door. You want in? Come on in. So if y'all hear the cat that I'm talking to every night, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where you at? Right there? There she is. Let's see. Yep, there she is. Walking around. Right there. Saucy and bossy. She is. So, what were we even talking about? Oh yeah. So, as far as like things we know we're getting, it's not like a Murderer's Row, right? We know we're getting Grand Theft Auto 6 if you care about that. I don't. Final Fantasy VII Part 3 Remake. Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I'm not stoked. I'm not super stoked about Requiem. And I'm never really super stoked about Nintendo stuff that's coming out. Even though if you know it's coming out, I'm never really super stoked about it. We know what the rumored things are that might be happening. We know, and we also have our wish lists. But at the end of the day, and what I've said before, or earlier this year, is that much of the gaming industry, what builds like the gaming industry itself in many ways, is hype. It's 80% hype. It's 80% promise, hope, and hype, right? All those things kind of wrapped into one. Because you know a game's coming for about 4 or 5 years. Once they announce it, once it's rumored, people are already talking about it. So the whole he said, she said era, moving into the solid rumor, everybody's talking about it phase, into the announcement phase, into the you get the game in your hand phase. Most of these games, not all of them, but most of these games you're done with in a week. But it's been 5 years of hyping this game up. Sometimes 2, but we'll say 3 to 5 years of hyping this thing up, right? Especially if it's a AAA title. You know for a while it's coming. You're looking at least 3 years. So when you think about how long it takes, that whole cycle, 80% of the industry is hype and selling the hype and getting you excited and keeping you excited. That was why Final Fantasy VII Remake's ending was what it was. They wanted everybody to be talking about the end of that game for the next 4 years until they could finish it, the next part. So I get what you're saying, like the realistic talk and everything. I absolutely get it. I understand, but I'm remaining hopeful. I'm remaining hopeful that we get something really cool. We get something meaningful. The next big 3D Sonic game. You might be waiting a while for that, from what I understand. You might be waiting a while for that. Yeah, like there are games that come out that I like. I was looking through my PlayStation trophy list before I came on, just to be like, what was the last game I platinumed? I've only platinumed one game ever. So I was looking through all of these games. It's an eclectic list of games. It really is. Like, I play fighting games, sports games, RPGs, action games, platformers, Metroidvanias, all different kinds of stuff, you know. No shooters, no arena, looter shooters or anything like that. But other stuff, yeah, it's all over the board. And I can tell by my trophy list which games I play for fun and passing and which games I really enjoyed and go all in on, because I've got like huge amounts of trophies for those games. And it's been a while since I really dived in and tried to get a bunch of achievements and stuff for a game. So maybe that's indicative about where we're at with gaming right now. I say all the time, you know, I'm like, the game can be pretty as hell. It can run at 60 FPS, 4K, 8K, whatever. I don't give a shit, as long as the game's fun. I think the industry's starting to kind of refocus on making games that draw people in, escapism, and fun. And I think this was a step in that direction with Clear Obscure. I really do. I think time will tell what we see at the Game Awards this year. We're only like 11 days away from the Game Awards, which is nuts. But I think we are in for a few treats this year. And I don't think it's going to be nonstop badass announcement after badass announcement. And I think a lot of times, too, it is what you make of it. Like, if you're into a thing, if you're excited about a thing, you should champion that thing. If you see something you're into, and that happens at all these Game Awards, right? You'll see different people giving different scores, and then everybody wants to chime in. Why'd you think it was great? It wasn't great. Well, because they saw things they liked. And they saw things that they loved. And if it's not your thing, like, JRPGs really don't have a big, like, showing at the Game Awards. So I'm always kind of like, whatever. That's my favorite type of video game, is like a Japanese role-playing game. That's my favorite type of game. Even Western role-playing games, I don't even like as much. That's why I love Clear Obscure so much. It felt like a JRPG made by like a European team. That's essentially what it was, you know. But I think we're in for some fun stuff. I think we are in for some fun stuff at this year's show, but we'll see. We'll see. I think tomorrow, tomorrow I have an actual piece of content going up tomorrow, because last week was weird because of the holiday week. My son was out of school like all week, not just for like Thanksgiving and Black Friday, but all week. So that's why when I was streaming on the Aurora channel, he was in here with me doing stuff or whatever. But this week it'll be back to kind of normal, back to a kind of normal content schedule, work schedule here in the studio, that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to getting back on a regular schedule and figuring out what content I want to put out this week. I've got a couple of ideas written down over here on my pad. I'm always kind of jotting down ideas, but trying to figure out which one of these I'm going to release tomorrow to talk about. But we'll see. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me for the stream tonight. I'm actually pretty tired. I pushed through. I wanted to come on tonight because I missed last night because I was so tired. I'm still tired tonight, but I wanted to push through and get a stream in and hang out with you all for at least a couple of hours. And I still got so much stuff to do. I still got to eat a little dinner. I still got this and that. But I was happy to come on and hang out with you all. We'll do it again tomorrow night. And, of course, we'll do it on Tuesday night as well. Yeah, 11 days of the Game Awards. And it's a daily countdown from here on until we get there. And, yeah. On to the next thing. I don't know. I think I'll put a poll up tomorrow about... Actually, I'm going to put like a little question up on a post. Ask, what do you all think we might see? What kind of surprises do you think we might see? That kind of thing. And then out of those, I might pick some of my favorites and do a poll. Which of these do you want to see? So, but we'll make it community based. For sure. So, I'm going to hop out of here for the night. You all have a great night. Be safe, be good to each other. Keep rocking. I will see you all. Well, you'll see me tomorrow for some content sometime in the afternoon. But you'll see me tomorrow night on here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as well on Tuesday night. So until then, have a great night. Be safe, be good to each other. Keep rocking. And I will see you all later. Have a great night.
Accord silencieux de nos âmes, lèvres fantômes, et râle pâle. Lumière s'éteint. Au loin, elle s'élève, seule, sans détour, songe, sans retour. Lumière s'éteint. Les pétales d'iris envahissent les rues du jour déclinant, nuées complices du clair-obscur vacillant, nuances de chagrin, ils dansent autour des heures littorales, éclipse, florale, lumière s'éteint. Variation dans l'air, vapeur de nos chairs, respiration amère, lumière s'éteint. Contre-temps volontaire, contre-champ solitaire, lumière s'éteint. Si le temps se perd à contre-courant, les miroirs sans teint dévoilent leur nature. Si nos pulsations jouent à contre-cœur, notre amour veillera sur la mesure. Lumière s'éteint.